Hey everyone, welcome. Yeah, Cami McBride here, and I want to talk about changing the world with your Herbal Medicine Circle. And oops, let's see. Gotta put my earbuds in. Let me know you can hear me. Sorry about that. Tech. I'm so into what I'm saying. Okay, there we go. So if you could just type in and just let me know that you can hear me, that'd be great. Okay, thank you. All right, great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dahlia. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about changing the world with your Herbal Medicine Circle and also the message for humanity that I received from the oak tree. So powerful. I've been just in such a state ever since I received this message. And so I had a vision to hold a virtual Herbal Medicine Circle online so that we could all make medicine together online since we can't together, which making medicine in a circle is one of the most healing experiences in my life. And if you miss the virtual Herbal Medicine Circle, you can still check it out. You can go to my blog at camimcbride.com and just look at the blog, punch in the search bar for herbal tea ceremony, and you can watch and experience the power of that tea ceremony. It was incredible. So I knew that I felt compelled to do, when all of this started, I heard it's like virtual Herbal Medicine Circle. The Herbal Medicine Circle is really one of the most powerful healing experiences for me. So I decided I wanted to do it virtually. And I knew that I felt compelled to do it, but I didn't really know what would come out of it, right? So during the course of the event, Lani Kamau Yamasaki and Jolie Elan joined me, very powerful medicine women that also helped facilitate this Herbal Medicine Circle. And during the course of the event, working with them and the interaction with the 2,000 people that attended from all around the globe, the reason that this circle called all of us together became so clear to me. And that's what I want to share with you. And the thing is, I know it sounds a little cliche. It almost just, I feel, I don't know, a little even hesitant to say it, but I just have to follow the medicine that was dispensed during this powerful virtual Herbal Medicine Circle. And so the thing is that during this time of change and transition, it's all about love. And I know this sounds so simple. It's all about love. What does that mean, right? And so for me, I'm just like, well, what does that mean? And it's about love for ourselves and love for the earth. So let me just tell you a story and unpack this a little. So before the virtual herbal tea gathering, as always, anytime I present, anytime I teach, anytime I do anything in relation to working with people and plants, I ask the earth for help. I say, dear Mother Earth, what would you have me say? What's your message now? What do you need? What can I do for you? Please guide me. I always ask for guidance. And I ask to say and teach what will benefit to all. So I ask this question, and then I just wait. And eventually I saw Usnea starting to sway on the oak tree. And then the oak tree spoke, and the message was so clear. And the thing is that the messages from the plants it's not always clear. Sometimes the earth speaks in riddles, and we work a lot in my course, plantwisdom.online. How to hear the earth, how to know what's just a voice in your head and what's actually a message from the plants and from the earth. And so this message came very clear. And here's the message for humanity from the oak tree. The oak tree says, we want to be loved. We want the humans to love us. We want the humans to love the trees and grass again. That's it. That's what the oak tree has to say. And I thought, is that it? Is that it? Is it really all about love? I mean, that's the root of why we are in such a state of desecrating the earth, because of how much we are capable or incapable of loving? Yeah. That's the root, how much we are capable of incapable of loving. So if we look at the rape, child molest, suicide statistics, we are clearly struggling with trauma that keeps us from loving ourselves and each other as much as we could. So then how can we have room to love the earth then if we can't love ourselves, right? We go to school for years, but where are the teachings of the heart? Who guides us in how to work through a broken heart, tolerance, conflict, de-escalation? Where are the compassion teachings on empathy? How do we learn how to allow the heart to be a major player in our decisions? How do we cultivate love? And if we can't love ourselves and the other and in each other, it's going to be difficult to love the earth enough to honor and respect her in the way that is needed now. And I mean now. The message is now is the time. And this is what the oak tree has said. We want the humans to love us again. So again, what does that mean? What do we do with that? How do we do it, right? So meanwhile, planet on pause, right? Doesn't mean all of us are home having a great time, loving each other, taking care of the kids and baking bread. I mean, I know single moms that are really struggling being alone with several small children. I know nurses that are working harder than ever, not able to see their family, risking their lives. And then I know nurses that have been laid off without pay. So many people are having such a different experience during this time. But what is for certain is that we are all steeped in the effects of this virus and what it's bringing up for us. And so the question is, can we find ways of processing our fear, our anger, our bereavement, our frustration, and whatever else we're feeling? I mean, just going to the grocery store. I went into the grocery store today and people's trauma is just right there. It's our trauma and our pain it's lit up, and it's not all the same for everybody. We all are having kind of our own processing. This experience is about releasing, clearing, processing, having so much brought up for us, insecurity, uncertainty. That brings up a lot for people. And it's our chance to work through stuff so that we can access our heart. And this is the message that's coming. So how do we process all of this? And why do we process it? Because what other pathway is there to the heart? Right? I mean, beauty and joy bring us to the heart, along with working through the trauma and emotions that keep our hearts under lock and key. So here's the thing. Here's what the oak tree told me. And like I said, if you have a little bit of time, go and watch myself, Jolie Elan, and Lani Kamau Yamasaki. We did a beautiful Herbal Medicine Circle tea ceremonies. You can go to my blog at cammymcbride.com and you can watch all three. And some very we didn't know what was going to happen, but the messages came through. And that is that we're on a threshold. We are at a threshold. We are at a crossroads. We will make the changes to care for each other and the earth, or we won't. And as the oak tree reminds us, it comes down to how capable or incapable we are of loving. And so, it's hard to. So if you just take a moment, the heart just starts to harden. If you take a moment to think about the number of species going extinct right now, it's just mind-boggling. And I'm not going to even look at the latest cancer epidemic statistics. We all know someone dealing with cancer right now. And the ice is melting quicker than we thought. And we're headed for the sixth mass extinction, right? And here we find ourselves in a global pandemic that has the world on its knees, humbled to the unseen world. So how do we process it? Do we just keep scrolling and stay numb And the thing is that when our emotions are left untended, we just keep going. The grief builds up, and then things get crusty and stuck, and it's harder to access our heart. During this time, I've been, I don't know, I've been really just processing things in my life that just weren't right. Or my mom passed away when my son was 3.5. It was very tragic. And I still am carrying that. It's like we have to continually release and clear and process. We don't have coherence of the heart integrated into our culture. And so things just get stuck. And so this is a time to render, to sift and sort and process our grief and see what it really means to come back into right relationship with ourselves and to create our covenant with the Earth Mother again. She is our mother. And what does it mean to love ourselves and be in touch with our heart enough to also be in deep connected relationship, caring for the earth? I mean, what are her vital signs? What do we look for to make sure she's healthy? Can we lead with caring for the water, right? So, yeah, the oak tree. We just want the humans to love the trees and the grass again. And to, it's really love and honor the earth enough to put the earth first. This is the message. And, it's so interesting. It's no coincidence that this virus affects the lungs. The lungs are, giving back to her. She gives so much. It's so true. So the lungs are where we hold grief. And, I have a lot of people in my life that are 20 something years old, 23, 25, 27. And this generation, they feel, I'm noticing some hopelessness among them. And see, this generation, this upcoming generation, they're not just dreaming of a future with jobs. They're trying to create a story where an ozone exists, where they have an ozone, a future. We have got to render and sift and sort through our grief. It is time to squeeze the grief from our lungs. And as we do that, tears will flow like rivers when we take the time to really feel the damage that is done. But we can't get stuck. We have to keep moving. And now is that time. Now is the time to feel deeply and question what really matters. And so everybody has their own way to do that. Some people are artists, everybody's got their own way. You're here with me, and I have been gathering together herbal medicine circles for 30 plus years, gathering people together to listen to the plants, to make medicine, and to see what the earth says, and to make medicine that's healing. So that is my way. And so what I have to say in this global tea ceremony that we just did is that it's time to create healing ceremonies. Gather your herbal medicine circle together. Even if it's just one person, gather. If this is your way of making medicine and working with the plants, gather your herbal medicine circle. Start with one other person. Make medicine together. You don't have to learn everything. You don't have to know it all. Do it together. Create the healing ceremony. So when we make medicine together, the ceremonies, the healing ways, they just emerge. The plants just teach you how to heal. I have been witnessing, nobody taught me healing ceremonies with plants. The plants taught me what to do. So create your circle, create the healing ceremonies for each other so we can steward our trauma enough to awaken our hearts and feel the pulse and guidance coming now straight from the Earth Mother. Okay. Gather your herbal medicine circle and let the plants fill your hearts with the generosity and healing that we all know is possible. Gather your herbal medicine circle in whatever form that takes right now. It can be one other person. It can be three other person. It can be your family. We make our medicine. We pray. We infuse our medicine with our hearts, our hands, our love. And we make that medicine and we offer it to the world for healing. And in the process, things happen that we don't even know are going to happen. When we make medicine together, we solve each other's problems. We cry, we laugh. I've been teaching my students to create herbal medicine circles for 25 years. I have some students that they've been gathering for, some of them 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and they laugh and cry and love and heal when they make their herbal medicines. Okay, so gather your herbal medicine circle, and listen to the earth, listen to the medicine. So, like I said, sometimes the earth speaks in riddles. Sometimes you don't hear things right away. Sometimes it's the next day you get an idea of how you could move forward with a little more care for yourself, for others, and the earth. It's step by step by step. And I just have to say, it's not the scientist in a white coat that's going to save us with some kind of drug panacea. It's each of us, step by step, day by day, tuning into the heart of the matter, moving forward each day with each step with love, whatever that is. So by the end of the virtual tea ceremony and hearing the oak, I realized that gathering was dedicated to the awakening of love. And again, it's like, okay, you hear that, all you need is love. Love is the answer. But what does it really mean? How does it really play out in my life, right? Every day. And I mean, I yell at my kids. My husband and I, oh my gosh, we're driving each other crazy right now. Right? But when I make my medicine, my herbal medicines, I come back. The plants bring me back. They bring me back to my senses, back to my heart. So the thing is, it's no surprise that during this time of Planet on Pause that there has been nothing short of an awakening to the importance of herbal medicine. Okay, it's not just about elderberry syrup and fire cider anymore, right? Herbal medicine is a cultural bridge that activates our connection to Mother Earth and how we steward, care for her, and receive her abundance. So now is the time when humans are calling on the plants. Have you noticed? I mean, really, the herb shops, the nurseries, the seed companies, they're out of stock. The compost delivery people, they said they're working more than they've ever worked in their lives. And the herb distributors, the herb suppliers, they're out of stock, right? How many herbs have you tried to order online and it's out of stock, right? Let me know. Yeah. We're remembering what's important, what matters. We're remembering that we call on the plants and our plant allies for support, nourishment, and care. There is an awakening happening of tuning into the plants, okay? And whatever form that takes, the plants are a bridge. And the love and generosity of the plant world is immeasurable. Every breath we take is a gift from the plants. So, and this, whatever people's level of awareness is, the thing is that most likely your interest in herbs didn't stem from you wanting to fill your head with more data, right? This is about awakening the embodied experience of being with the plants and the earth-based, earth-centric knowledge that lives inside our human cells. This is the time. The awakening of love and care for Mother Earth. This is the time. Now is the time to awaken our hearts enough to heal our trauma, take care of each other, and care for Mother Earth. This is the teaching from the oak tree that I receive. So how do we listen for the guidance of how to heal ourselves, heal our food, heal our water, take care of each other? I don't think we're going to get back to normal. I don't think we don't know what the future looks like. But the threshold is here. And so if you're on the plant path and you're a plant person, gather your herbal medicine circle. When we do that, we set a field of healing. We pray and ask for guidance for a new story, one that puts the earth first, the water first, and includes us all, right? So the thing is, the TV screen is vibrating at chaos, confusion, fear, blame. I mean, fear can be an incredible activator. I'm not saying don't ever be afraid, but I'm saying don't set your vibration at fear every day. When I make my herbal medicine, I mean, I have the same, we're all going through this. And I get spun out and just going to town, it's like the fear and the trauma is palpable. But when I make my herbal medicine, I come home, I come back to myself, and I remember that everything is related, that the plants created the conditions for us to be here, and their generosity helps me remember gratitude, and I come back to my heart. I call on the herbs and my herbal medicine circle to help me take one step each day in a way that's healing for me and those around me. Remember who you are. The earth needs you. We need the medicine makers now. We need the earth stewards. And the thing is that probably nobody will initiate you as an earth steward. I was never really initiated. I mean, in my early 20s, I just wanted it so bad. So 30 something years ago, I apprenticed myself to the earth. I said, Earth Mother, I'd love you so much. Please teach me. I kept waiting for that grandmother to show up to teach me how to do it. It never happened. I just kept asking for the earth to guide me, to teach me. You can do that too. There is no authority at this point that's going to teach us how to do this, to lead with love for this beautiful blue-green planet that is our only home. And if those of us that love the plants don't take this stand, then who will? So if you, with your herbal medicine circle, if you need help with all the, like what tea to make, how to make your oils, I have a really great online course, myherbalkitchen.com, where you can make incredible medicines together. And then I also have another really powerful course, plantwisdom.online, where we really remember that our nervous system is wired to perceive direct messages from the earth, and how to do that, and how to know what's just in your head and what's really coming from the earth. So I have lots of resources to help you. And so the message from the oak and this global tea ceremony that we just did, here it is. Tend to the pain and trauma of the past, to remember who we are now. Gather together in your herbal medicine circle and lead with your heart. And the message from the oak for humanity is, we just want the humans to love us again. And so we can all do that. So thank you for listening today. And so myherbalkitchen.com is where somebody's asking, myherbalkitchen.com. I guide you through all the different ways to make medicine together. And then also plantwisdom.online. Okay. Take care, everybody. Love you all.